Welcome to another episode of Mighty Car Mods. Now, in the years that we've been doing this show, I would say probably one of my most favourite things to do is buy a nugget, isn't it?
Buy a shitbox.
We love nuggets, both of us do. Of course, there was the $3,000 challenge where we each bought nuggets, but we are about to start working on a brand new series, a brand new project. And so I've gone and bought a car. Of course, I bought it completely sight unseen.
Again,
off the internet. Which is great.
You haven't learned, have you?
Of course not, because we love it. It's the best thing about doing this show. And so I have the car just around there and down there. So I'm about to go and get it and then reveal to Marty the awesomeness and reveal to you the awesomeness of what you are about to see for the coming episodes of Mighty Car Mods. Now, Martin, what do you think it might be? All I can tell you is it's awesome.
I have this feeling it's going to be old.
An Audi.
An Audi?
Old and Audi? That's what you keep accusing me of trying to get?
No, I keep accusing you of buying a Beamer.
Well, that might happen too at some stage. But shall I just go get it?
Just get it, man.
Shall I go get it?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay.
Just do it.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to another episode where Moog yet again buys a nugget that's probably not a Yaris, even though a Yaris would be cool. Man, you said old. I didn't think you meant this kind of ancient old. What did you buy?
Look at this, man.
You're about to run into stuff badly.
Can you?
What is this?
Do I need to go back?
Have you bought a race car?
Yes.
Why have you bought a race car and why have you bought an old Holden?
We've bought a race car. This is an HQ Holden. Early 70s.
There's one fairly obvious fact.
Yes.
And that is it doesn't run. Why is it not running?
Oh, it probably does.
You haven't tried?
It just came off a truck. I bought this completely sight unseen off the internet.
How much?
And you know how...
How much?
What I can say is that a Yaris would cost more than this.
How much was it?
It was like less than 10 grand.
Yeah, but was it more than 2 grand?
Yeah, it was more than 2 grand.
How much was it?
Well, they were asking 10 grand.
$10,000?
Yes. I didn't say that's what I paid. That's what they were asking.
How much did you give them? How much did you withdraw from your bank account?
$10,000.
How much did you withdraw from your bank account?
$10,000.
10 grand?
No, yes.
God, it doesn't even run, man.
It's $10,000, but wait till you hear the good news. You're going to love this. It came with a trailer, because it doesn't work.
What?
Well...
I'm waiting for the bit where you got a bargain.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You got sold the trailer for $1,000. We're only 9,000 deep in this.
So it was 9 grand.
It was 10, but we sold the trailer.
You already sold
Why
the
is it on the trailer? It's been sitting up for 3 years. This is a real race car. This is raced at Bathurst. This is part of like the HQ series. They basically have specifications where everyone's engine and all the stuff has to be the same so that it just comes down to the driver. It started in Tasmania and this is the like HQ Holden series. I don't know anything about these cars, man. Nothing, but it is a complete nugget.
Here's what I can tell you.
And are you ready? It's got something called a 202 in it.
Okay, so
100 horsepower.
Everyone in Australia who's watching this right now holding a beer is going, "Rah!" Unless they like Fords. Everyone in the rest of the world is going, what?
What? This is a popular car, man. They made almost half a million of them.
It looks like a Kingswood.
I don't know, man. There's a Kingswood, there's a Belmont. I'm not going to pretend to know.
Doesn't say.
That's the whole thing. We're going to get through this together. And I would try and start it for you so you can hear what it would sound like if it worked. Check this out. If I can just get in. Are you ready to hear the roar, Martin?
Show me.
Just do the
mighty 202.
The kill switch, the ignition. The gearbox is weird. It's only got 3 gears or something.
What a nugget.
There it is.
So we have a non-working race car that we can't drive on the road.
Yes.
With nothing in it but 1 seat.
What do you mean nothing in it? This is Australian history, mate.
Yeah, enough with that.
This is why we've been making the show all this time. It's been leading up to this moment.
Buying a HQ Holden.
This is what it's all about. We're going to make it awesome.
So, being that this is not Mighty Car Mod's stock X race car.
What?
It's not Mighty Karma's stock. That's just like a stock motor with headers on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is. That's all these things were allowed to have when they raced them.
Yeah. I need to show you around though, because there's some brilliant features. The amazing thing about a car like this, man, is the comfort and the purity of it. You know, we're all about the purity. Apparently this was like one of the first, if not the first, one make series in Australia, where basically everybody just gets the same kind of car so you can all race. Comes down to driver ability, which I think is really cool. Maybe it didn't start, Marty, because of...
That's a remote kill switch wire, so if your car's
maybe
on fire, the emergency dudes can pull that. But there is something wrong with it because it doesn't work.
There was one of these cars for sale, and I rang up and spoke to George or whoever, and I go, man, is your HQ still for sale? And he goes, no, but my mate's got one. And he gave me his phone number, and I rang his mate, and he goes, I've got one. And I go, how much is it? And he goes, 10 grand. And I thought that seemed like a pretty good deal. And I said, what's your bank account number? I'd not seen the car. It's from a few hours south, down near Wollongong. And I just transferred the money and bought it, and it's just arrived on a truck. Like, that's living life on the edge, isn't it, Martin?
Sure.
You own half of it,
I have a few questions.
Did I tell you that?
Are you still touring, or can I ask my questions?
You own half of it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Can I ask you some
ask a
things?
couple of questions,
I
yeah.
have a few questions before you get
best car
inside the
we've ever
car.
done.
The most glaring question that everybody wants to know is, why is the car called Ken?
Well...
Okay, second question.
It's just missing some stickers, man.
Second question.
Yes?
Why'd you buy a car? Did you even ask about rust and like?
Of course not.
And why is there a Bunnings door handle on the bonnet?
So you can get in there. Oh, I know.
You can't
You're
get
getting
in there.
excited. You want to get in here, don't you, mate?
And
I know why
did you even ask about damage?
I didn't ask about anything. I just bought it.
Like, rubbing is racing, isn't it? That's what
Look
they
at this
say.
one. This is what's going to happen. Can you see here?
End tyres.
It's the end of tyres.
It is
Martin,
gonna
come
end
and have
tyres,
a look.
isn't it?
Oh, you want to check the outside first, do you?
Well, there's not much else to see except now it's called Hen.
Yes.
And Ken.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused.
Hen Ken.
It's got a lot of lowness.
How good are the
that's,
wheels?
that's pretty slam-tacular.
Dude, look, side exit exhaust here.
Wow, that's rough.
That's
Side exit exhaust sucks so much.
Look at that, man. Come and check out under the bonnet. Or do you want to see inside? Where do you want to see,
I want to see inside, then under the bonnet.
Okay. So, over here, we've got a competition cage.
Looks really easy to get into.
Hold on. And we've got a fixed bucket seat. Now, down here, Martin, we've got our kill switch for turning the car on and off. Over here, you've got your ignition switch for turning it on and off. This is your starter. It doesn't start though, but that doesn't matter. You got your fan. That works. And you've got the demister. Who knows if that works or not. We got a couple little gauges. We got a horn. Anyway, that doesn't work. That doesn't matter. Down here, we've got just some stickers. It came with this at no cost, Martin.
Oh, a free sticker.
That, which
Fantastic.
is pretty good.
That's great.
We've got a lap timer. That's all there is to see inside. Oh, there's a glove box. Look at that. There's nothing in there.
Dude, this has some pedigree. It's been to like various racetracks around the place.
Dude, no, this car's actually raced
Eastern
at
Creek.
Bathurst.
That looks like an old sticker, man.
Look how festive it is, man. It's
Oh,
so
wow.
good.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Remember how on your blue turd you had a little circle of turd above where you sat?
Because there was an afro person with an afro, right?
This whole car is full of it. Martin, I'm going to let you do the honours and open up the bonnet. Some people call it a hood.
A hood.
Can you believe that? They call it a hood.
Trunk is
Are
a
you
hood.
ready, Martin? Take a deep breath.
I'm really
'cause you're
glad
about to see
I'm glad
202
the
power.
Bunnings door handle from 1971 is there. Here we go.
202 power.
Does it have a thing? Oh, you've got to have two latches, don't you, in racing?
Whoa. Look at that.
Oh my God. It's a red motor. Although it might not be a red motor because it's not red. And like the Bedford van, that was a blue motor painted red. So who knows? All I know is there's a lot of space in there, man.
It's
Look
about 100 horsepower,
how
I
much
think.
space there is.
There's a lot of space.
Wow. 100 horsepower, you say?
Look at the wiring that someone did with their eyes closed, man. Look at that.
I like
all
how
over
you
the
only
place.
need like 2 wires to run this whole thing. Hey, it's got headers on it. Like someone put some effort into the exhaust. It's not even, there's fuel leaking out of the carby, so that's not a great sign. And it's not even crossflow. See how the carby and the exhaust are on the same side?
Yeah.
So in and out the same side?
Do you
Old
like it?
school, man. Do I like it? I
Someone's-
like how big the engine bay is. Because if I know you, it's that most of your cars end up with different engines in them, so
If you
I'm
know
guessing
me.
that's what's going to happen with this.
That's not my thing, man. That's your
I'm
thing.
guessing that's what's going to happen with
Everyone's
this. And if that is the case, at least there's heaps of space.
thing. We're throwing this in the bin, man.
Oh, good. I was going to say, I was really busy this week, man. I'm too busy to help you.
No,
Sorry.
here's what we're going to do, Martin.
Yes, look at this crap. Look at the linkage. What the hell?
Look at it, man. Look at it go.
Wow.
Have you started to get an idea of what we're going to do with this car yet? Like, are you starting to...
As I said, I'm seeing heaps of space, and heaps of space means heaps of room for a... Ow, it's bit me twice already. We
Doesn't
should
like
do a
you, man.
bite counter of how many times this car hurts us.
With a car like this, Martin, there's one thing that it's going to do really, really well.
What's that?
Really?
What's it going to do?
The next time you guys see this car, we will be pulling this engine out. There might be a lot of people on the internet that want it.
But they will tell us they want it even if they have nowhere to put it, but they could have used it, but they didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Someone will be able to use it.
We're going to sell it.
Are we?
Yes.
Sell the engine.
What we're going to do is the bits that we take out, we're going to sell it, and they're going to come off the buy price, and we're going to bring it back down to like $5,000. We're going to sell like $4,000.
There's not $4,000 worth of parts in this, man.
The engines are worth $300 apparently.
$300?
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So what are we at now? 8,700. That's still, actually, that's actually not bad. You know what? Considering it's a Nugget and it's old, but...
Look how many colours it's been,
if it's got a good diff in it, which it probably does being a race car.
It's got those like 10-bolt race diff things.
So if it's got a good diff in it and it's got a cage and it's already got a race seat, that's kind of good.
You won over. Now that you found out it's going to do burnouts, you're all won over.
Because I hate trying to make cars do things that they're just never going to succeed at properly.
No.
Like, but if this has the right amount of power in it, it might do some good skids, man.
Dude, there's gaff tape holding it together. Here's what's funny. If we were in America, a car this vintage in this condition would cost like $300. Because this has got Aussie Bogan tax, of which I'm a fan of.
Does it?
Like, I mean, I'm not a fan of like the tax, but what I mean is that don't pull all the race stickers off, man.
What is this? What's this sticker?
But my point is there's a certain tax around this car
Yeah.
because it's an HQ Holden.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is like the 240Z of Australia, of the same era.
Technically, this is not the 240Z, but the Monaro version is.
Yeah.
And anyone
Which
who
was
doesn't
the
know what a
first
Monaro
SS Commodore,
is...
I think. That was the first car labelled an SS or something.
These were the first things named SS at some point in the 70s. I don't know. There's so many Holden nerds out there, we shouldn't mess with them. But all we know is, if you're from somewhere who has not seen a Monaro before, go have a look and look up the original Monaros, because they look pretty cool. They're like a two-door version of this. But they're also like over $100,000.
Martin, I'm gonna tell you straight up.
$100,000 to lose 2 doors. We could literally angle grind 2 doors off, man, and we could make $91,300.
Martin,
that's a good idea.
Just stop picking stickers.
Why can't I take the stickers off?
Stop, Martin. Because you need to concentrate with both hands. Poor Cheryl. Now listen. No, listen, man. Let's go buy an engine. Come on.